this is the topic me and my group decided to do. This topic is basically about the laws of exponents. The rules, which the two rules are these ones right here. Basically, if you have the base, let's put a, and the power, we're going to do m and n. If you have a to m multiplying to a to n, you wouldn't multiply m and n. Instead, you would add those two powers, and that would be your answer. And the base would stay the same since the base is both a's and they can be combined. But if the base changes and it's like two different bases, you can't do that. Now for the second one, if it's a to the m divided by a to the n, instead of dividing or multiplying, you would subtract them and you would keep the base the same because it's still a. So it would be a to the m minus n, and whatever you get, that would be your answer. Since now we're solving, we're not going to write like the base to the power of. Instead, we're going to use this as an example. So now we have 2 to the power of 4 times 2 to the 5. Basically, what we have to do is find out what to do with these by looking at these rules and see which one it matches with. This one, for example, matches with the product rule. So we would have to do addition. So we would do 4 plus 5, which is 9. So your answer would be 2 to the power of 9. This one is really simple to do. So now we're going to try doing something harder. Okay, so for the last problem, we're going to stay with the product rule since it's more simpler. And there might seem like there's a lot of exponents, which there is. So for this one, since the base are different, what you would have to do is 10 times 5, which would be 50. And then you do x to the power 3, and then you have x to the power 4. They're both the power for x. So you do 3 plus 4, which is 7. And then the same thing goes for y, which would be 6. So then your answer would be 50x to the power 7 to the y power 6. It's the same steps as the other problem. The steps do not change at all. One misconception someone might have with this topic or these types of problems is the fact that the product rule may seem like, oh, if it's multiplication, you would just do m times n, which would make kind of sense, but no, in reality you would do m plus n, and for division it's the same thing as m minus n. So that's the one misconception I see that people would have with this.